What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here, and it is Browns Sim time. Week number 2. Man, how prophetic was our Week 1 Sim. Browns losing by 1 point on a heartbreak at the end of the game. And the Browns lose by 1 point on a heartbreak. Slightly different kind of heartbreak. Heartbreak nonetheless. So there you go. The Browns is the Browns, as they say. And they will have to pick themselves up and lick their wounds and get back to it today. It does not get any easier. In fact, it gets harder. The competition gets tougher and you're going on the road. Ravens, of course, celebrating their 30th anniversary of existence. Remember, they exist because our slimy owner left in the middle of the night. Took them to Baltimore with all of our players and the draft picks that Bill Belichick had acquired to draft Pro Bowl or Hall of Famers Jonathan Ogden and Ray Lewis. That's okay. We're not still bitter about it. Appreciate you being on. My name is Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports. Kit should join here shortly. He's headed to the hotel from his flight for the day. Lamar Jackson as good as they get in the league. And he has been able to find a way to stay successful and shed the the throes of being a quote-unquote running quarterback. And he's turned into a very, very good player. He's going to hand the ball first and foremost off to the left side, Justice Hill. And look at Swessinger and Myles Garrett over there very quickly. First handoff of the day going to Justice Hill. Welcome in, Jim. Welcome in, Sasha. Welcome in, Karen. Welcome in, Pellegrino. Welcome in, Alex. Hopped on early. I didn't know that it posted the video before I even started. That was a new discovery for me as well. Appreciate everybody being on here. Again, on Nagy on Sports. Only place you're going to find simulated sporting events with a dump off to Mark Andrews over the middle. Only place you're going to find simulated sporting events with live original commentary. We're working our way through the Browns and the Buckeyes seasons. Currently left side throw, slant to Zay Flowers. He beat Miles Harden, and that is a matchup we'll have to watch. Zay Flowers in the slot. I mean, Jim, I saw the comments, and I know people are like, stop doing that, man. It's like, I mean, these guys are professional athletes. I don't think Derrick Henry's going to, like, run harder because Delpit said that. And Delpit's, like, was our leading tackler, so he's tackled him plenty. And here comes Derrick Henry up the middle for the first time, and Delpit is in on the tackle, but it is 12 yards down the field. So we'll see. I'm not sure how much that bulletin board, locker room kind of stuff really transfers over or not. I guess we'll find out. 2 tight ends in the game. They'll flip it quickly to the right side in this drop. Dropped late. Devin Bush was the one in coverage on Mark Andrews. Hey, Mason, welcome in. Double tight ends to the left side here. Motion coming from Isaiah Likely now. One of those 2 tight ends in the game. Give it up the middle. Derrick Henry breaks 1 tackle and thrown down at the 36-yard line, but it sets up a 3rd and 3. Now you got to watch for Lamar's legs. In this instance here, 3rd and 3, they'll give it to Derrick Henry, right side, blocked beautifully, first down. Past the 30 to the 28-yard line. There he is. Oh, sorry that you're sick, Alex. Hope you do feel better. Doctor's orders, watch some Sims. Patrick Ricard into the game as well now. Motion from Likely. Looks like man coverage from the Browns, which they like to play. Play action now. Lamar. Pockets intact. Right side throw to Andrews, and Hickman hits him hard, but hits him forward. And he picks up nearly the first down now. 2nd and inches for the Ravens, who've driven this football right down the field up the middle. Whoa! Devin Bush, but then Mason Graham shuts the door. They'll actually lose a yard. But Devin Bush was a lamb to the slaughter. Derrick Henry destroyed him, and then Mason Graham destroyed Derrick Henry. Henry again to the left. Bullying a man over. 2nd man, 3rd man can't get him, and he is just too good. Is that Devin Bush again, who absolutely got brutalized on the play? We're going to get a replay. We are not. I couldn't tell. Somebody took a lick at the line of scrimmage. And a first down. Welcome in applied. Go Browns. Right side. There's been a lot of allergies going around, I know, at my school. And everybody's got really bad allergies. My nose started running real bad today from something that's blooming or dying or something. So I hope you feel better regardless. Maybe it's just allergies. 2nd and 12 now. Lamar. Fake it to Justice Hill. Pressure coming, and he'll go down. Isaiah McGuire. The Demolition Dogs get home, and they're going to set up a 3rd and 19. Obvious passing situation. Great rush that time around that right tackle. That is the weak link of their line, the right side. Lele and Roger Rosengarten, the rookie from last year, Washington player, is where you're going to be able to get the pass rush from. As opposed to Ronnie Stanley on the other side, or of course Tyler Linderbaum in the middle. Back to pass, Jackson. Now he'll roll, now he'll escape. He gets away from Miles, and then he'll throw it away. Actually, that was some green grass. Decides just to go ahead and throw it away, and the Browns will bend but not break. Here comes the rookie, Tyler Loop, in to kick this one up and in for the Ravens. Kicks up and is good for the rookie kicker, Loop. Tyler Loop, 5'11", 191, rookie out of Arizona. From Arizona to Baltimore. A little bit of a change there. Sasha, yeah, I would love to. Well, I would just rather be up and then not have them choke the lead, but if that's what it's going to take. Oh, I'm sorry, 504. I posted it in the Discord, my dude. But I'm glad you made it. You missed the opening drive. Hey, Mitchell, welcome in. The swing pass, RPO left side, Isaiah Bond. Much like the first series last time, it was 3 rookies. I keep saying freshmen. 3 rookies on the first 3 plays last time with Sampson, Fannin, and Bond. Right side throw to Tillman, nearing the first down. Now it sets up a 3rd and 1 here for the Browns. Looks like Rocket Sanders actually into the game. Fannin lining up as the fullback. Turn around, give it to Rocket, left side. Sanders 40 to the 45 to the 50. Rocket Sanders and a first down. Browns into Raven territory. The rookie Rocket Sanders with a first down. That power back in there. They have not made a kicker change this week applied, so they're going to run back with their guy and see what he's got. My guess is he's probably kicking for his job this week, though. I don't know if anybody heard on CBD what Zagura said he should do. He said drive him out to the stadium, get all of the brass there, take him to about 46 yards out, and say, you make this kick or you're cut right now. It's the only way to try to get any pressure. Surviving the recession. Good morning from Thailand. Wow, good for you. Glad that you're joining us. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being on with us. Yeah, that would be interesting to see if they wanted to go the Jake Moody path. Here's Sampson up the middle, and he'll squirt through. 3rd and 6 coming up. Yeah, I'm just not sure what other veterans are out there. Obviously, Jake Moody's not a veteran, but he is out there. My guess is he's kicking for his job, and he's probably got to make the next 8 to 10 in a row before he misses again, or that's it. How about Jerome Ford, a little angle route out of the backfield, and he gets a first down, and the Browns are driving down to the 33-yard line, getting into Schmidt territory here. As I've talked about on the, easy there applied. Plus he'd have to sit, I think, 11 games. I don't know if you want to do that again. But also, I have not heard anything other than Junkins was back in practice today. Had a good practice by all accounts. Looks like he's in shape according to the beat reporters, and we'll see if he gets a package or 2 or not, or if he's inactive. Again, I think we'll find out for sure if they actually activate him to the 53. Here's Sampson out of the backfield, holds on to the football. Man, Kyle Hamilton laid the boom. And Sampson holds on for a first down. Now into the red zone. Here come the Browns. Another long, time-consuming drive. So my guess is we'll hear something. He'll either be activated and they'll put somebody else in the practice squad, or he'll get the suspension or whatever. But we'll see. Drag across the middle if he wants it. He'll take it. Tillman, 15 to the nearing the 10. He'll be out of bounds at the 10. 2nd and 1. Jair Alexander, the longtime Green Bay Packer, on the tackle. Pitch it to the right side. Here comes Rocket Sanders. Oh, tough to go wide. Roquan Smith so quick. I agree, Sasha, they weren't. Those picks were just the Browns being unlucky all the time. Back to pass, left side throw, first down. Jerry Jeudy holds on, took a lick from Trenton Simpson, and it's 1st and goal Browns. Or excuse me, it was Isaiah Bond. I thought it was Jerry Jeudy. Hard on me. I do not have Judkins in any formations. He would only come in as a backup at that. And we try to go wide with Sampson, and the SEC Georgia product, Malachi Starks, another freshman, makes the tackle right there. I agree, Fellegren. That's clearly going to be part of the game plan again. You got to try to capitalize on the end zone, whether it's in the paint or through the uprights. And it's picked off by Kyle Hamilton, falling to the ground. What happened here? No, you can't, Fellegren. Well, it's feast or famine. It's either blocked up perfectly and you get a big gainer, or you lose yards. What happened here? It looked like Joe. Who was that to? I guess it was to Isaiah Bond. It was just a bad throw. And it went right to Hamilton. Woof. And not the good kind of woof. Well, opening drive for the Browns. It goes all the way down, and then they turn the ball over in the red zone. Flacco with an interception to Kyle Hamilton, the very, very talented safety. Now let's see if the defense can stop them again. Here comes Henry. He'll try to go wide, and Diabate and Greg Newsome say, no, 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 King. Have a seat. Appreciate everybody being on. Again, thanks so much to all of our subscribers. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, we'd appreciate that. We picked up 5 new ones since last week's Brown Sim. If that was you, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Also hit that thumbs up button as it continues to grow our sim audience. We've been doing this now for 5 years. This was a COVID project where I sim Browns games and do the live original commentary. My cousin Kit joined me a year or so in. He does the color commentary, and he'll be on the mic here shortly as well. He lands from his private plane flying thing. Pressure in his face. He'll throw left, and it's caught. No, incomplete. And they will force a punt. 3 and out here. Well done by the Browns defense. Jordan Stout. Fellegren, you're number 1. You'll always be number 1 in our hearts, though. Yeah, again, I'm not sure quite how that works. You get like XP. I'm not sure what you can do with that XP. I think it's just purely for pride and bragging rights at this point. All right, Joe, no harm, no foul on your pick, and you get great field position in Raven territory. Let's see if we can punch this one in the paint. Motion coming from Blake Whiteheart as they go heavy. Turn around, give it to Rocket Sanders. To the right, Rocket nearing the 40, broken tackle. Breaking another tackle, and he'll go down at the 37 after a gain of 8 for Rocket Sanders. Yeah, I know it says you've got, but I don't know what you can do with that. Like, maybe click on it sometime to see if it like lets you do something. End of 1, 3-0. Browns took that long drive and milked most of the first quarter through this interception to Kyle Hamilton. Otherwise, it's 3-0. Ravens after 1 here at Nagy on Sports. Hey, gamers, welcome in and good evening to you. All the sound went away? That's weird. Now we're back. All right. Flip it over. Browns 2nd and 2 here at the 37-yard line. Sampson into the game now. He'll stay in and block. Flacco across the middle. Caught. First down. Jerry Jeudy now 50 yards passing for Flacco. And again, that interception that ended the previous drive. Here come the Browns. 31-yard line now. Flacco pointing out defenders. Kyle Hamilton's in the zone. Why not? Why not get a little bit better? Back to pass, Flacco. Good protection. He'll dump it short left side of the Chief, and Chief is just wrapped up and thrown to the ground to get 1. It's that rookie free safety Malachi Starks. I think they've found a good one to play next to Hamilton for a while now. Back to pass on a rookie deal, no less. Flacco right side again to the Chief. Chief at the 30 into the 28. And Nate Wiggins will bring him down quickly. Yeah, I didn't see it. I just saw the clippings. Flacco left side. Picked again. Oh, no. This one might go. Jair Alexander jumped the slant from Jerry Jeudy. And touchdown Ravens. Oh, boy. This is not what Joe Flacco had in mind in his return back to Baltimore. And you cannot turn the football over. That slant, Jair Alexander went and got it and took it to the house. On 30th anniversary day for the Ravens, Joe Flacco's first touchdown pass goes to the Ravens. Yeah, no, I saw, like I said, I saw the clippings and then the outrage from some of the beat reporters like, stop giving them extra motivation. Yeah, I don't know, Mason, we could be. I don't know if that would get much better, but the pick six does hurt. When they score points and Lamar and Derek are on the bench, that's not good for your team. And again, with the way that we're going to have to play and win games, great defense and clean football. Meaning, no turnovers. You know they were pissed about it. If they had just been even -1, not even -2. And actually, I call it -3 because the turnover on downs from Judy's drop counts as a turnover. Here's Sampson up the middle. He'll squirrel his way for 4. Yeah, that makes sense. The NFL is pretty protective of their product, unfortunately for you. 30, the 35 to the 40. First down, Sampson with some wiggle. He looks very good. Very exciting to see him again. We could have our own Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery combo here with Quinshawn coming back. We'll see if he plays or not. Hadn't heard anything by the end of practice today, so he's not in there yet. I would love to be wrong and be able to see him on Sunday. Flacco points out defenders. First down at their own 40. Here comes Sampson again up the middle. 45 to the 50. First down, Dylan Sampson. 45 breaking tackles and finally taken down by Trenton Simpson. And Nate Wiggins at the 43. Another good run by a very good young player in Dylan Sampson. Again, running up the middle seems to be a strength right now. Did somebody drop it to Sean Kaiser? Oof, my. The Sean Kaiser reference. I was not prepared for that one. Flacco. Fired right side, angle route, caught, first down, and Tillman, he's able to stay in bounds. That was a sweet little spin move to stay in bounds. Tillman with this third catch, and the Browns are in the red zone again. I would love to be able to run the ball as well. Here comes Ford up the middle. He'll run into Nnamdi Madubuike, and he'll pick up 2. You went to high school with Deshaun Kaiser? That's pretty cool, Sasha. Flacco, right side, dump it to his outlet man. That's the Chief. Get a few yards. That's better than throwing it to somebody in purple. 3rd and 4. Flacco, blitz coming. They feel it, and now he's going to be hit as he throws over the middle. And it's caught for a touchdown! Jerry Jeudy diving to go catch that wobbly ball. Flacco staying in there, hit as he throws, and a touchdown for the Browns. Look at this, gets hit as he throws. It's a wobbly one. Flying in from nowhere comes Jerry Jeudy. Beautiful play, and a touchdown. Browns. Man, did they need that one. Here comes Schmidt. Everybody holds their breath because Schmidt happens, and he got it. 7-10.
Well,
hey, welcome in, Kit.
Desperately at this point. Not with any reference point to this game because I'm just hopping in now, but certainly good to see the Browns get on the board here in this one.
Yeah, Flacco's already thrown 2 interceptions, so it's very good for the Browns to get on the board. One of them was the Pitt. One of them was the Pitt 6, so that's why it's 10-7 here. Welcome in, everybody. Kit Nagy, color commentary extraordinaire. All right, here comes Lamar. We haven't seen him in a while because of those long Browns drives and then the pick 6 in between. Here comes Derrick Henry up the middle. He'll try to wiggle to the right. Taken down right at the line of scrimmage that time. Big Malik Collins on the tackle. 2nd and 9 for Lamar. Give it to Justice Hill, it appears, and Devin Bush hits him in the backfield. 3rd and 8. Told you Kit would be on soon. Glad you made it.
Yeah, made it.
Aspen, is that what you said?
Aspen.
Aspen, beautiful. Pressure coming from Miles, and he'll split a double team to sack Lamar Jackson at the 22.
Now the best of the business does it again, putting on a clinic how to split a double team right there. And a big sack there for number 95.
Indeed. Let's get a replay. No. I'm pretty sure he split a double team and kind of sacked him right between that left tackle, Ronnie Stanley, and left guard. Andrew Voorhees. Here comes DeAndre Carter, and he'll get ripped to the ground. Another good field position here for the Browns. They trailed 10-7 despite both touchdown passes being thrown by Joe Flacco. Can appreciate everybody being on Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel here with our official Week 2 Browns sit. Here comes Sampson to the right side. He'll try to stiff arm one, and he will not get past Marlon Humphrey. Tough to go wide against the Ravens. 153-45 in your total yards. That's where we've been.
Well, especially for the fact that it seems to be hard to go wide on any team.
Yes, left side throw. Judy got past him. First down. He beat Jair Alexander to the 31 into Raven territory again.
Yeah, slightly better throw there from 15 than you might be still running there for Jerry Jeudy, but had to jump up a little bit, allows the defender to get the tackle in that little hit, that little hop step kind of jump action to get to the ball. But still, beautiful throw, great catch.
Sack up the middle that time. Nandi Matabike in there as well. No, I didn't, Fellegren, but I did. I formation subbed a lot, so it's probably 65 to 70% Sampson, and then we'll say 28%, 22% Ford, and then 3 possessions have Rocket Sanders in them now, and eventually I'll add more for Quinshawn, and Ford will get less and less carries. 2nd and 16. Take the draw, pressure coming, he'll be sacked again. Play just took too long to develop. And Trenton Simpson, the middle linebacker, sacking him back, and the Browns are in trouble now on 3rd and very long.
Unknown if we'll actually see much yet applied of Judkins, but there is a chance he'll get a few snaps, but I wouldn't expect a lot out of him just yet, especially for the fact that he's only really been practicing with the Browns this week.
3rd and 22. Blitz again. Hit as he throws. And incomplete. 3 plays where Matabike is in the backfield. Now, 4th and 22. I think we're going to see Bojorquez on an attempted coffin corner here. We will get Corey Bowe in there now. And yes, I would call Sampson the starter now. Can barely hear Kit. Okay. I have the ability to turn him up, but it might make the game pause for a second. Stand by. Your man. Maybe, if I can find my mouse. Where is my mouse? It's disappeared. I'll turn him up in a second, Fellegren. Thank you for that feedback, though.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Up the middle. Henry will get a first down, and then Grant Delpit. Not too hard to tackle him. He throws him to the ground. I guess Grant can say that because when he's making the tackle, it's already like 12 yards downfield.
Yeah.
Seriously, where is my mouse? I can't find it anywhere. Up the middle. This time, the Browns will swarm him. Now 10 carries and just 38 yards.
Yeah, really beautiful run blitz on that one, filling up the gaps, and good disciplined gap sound defense there for the Browns.
Left side, dump it short to Henry's got some space, and he'll be shoved out of bounds. That one hurt Newsome, but we'll get him out 3rd and manageable here. Well, I thought I could, guys, but I seriously can't find my mouse. Therefore, I can't go to that screen to turn him up. And it is a first down catch for Rashad Bateman. It's only clicking all over the screen. I can't find it anywhere. We'll just have Kit talk really loudly, I guess. Into his mic, whatever mic he has. All right, 2nd and 5 here. Lamar and a pistol. 2:45 to go, already first half. It has been a very quick-moving first half. Dump it short of the middle, caught by Derrick Henry, and he'll take a lick from Diabate and Carson Swessinger.
Probably because you have it in full screen, so I'm guessing it would be an alt-tab type operation to make that work.
to go to the other screen. OBS is
Yeah,
running.
to go to the screen.
Nice tackle. All right, I'll try Alt Tab. Whoop. I don't know what that did. But I will turn Kit up. Okay, there we go. It didn't even pause. How about that?
Yeah, no, it keeps the game running, and actually you don't see it on the YouTube. I saw it on my side, but it's not.
Sweet.
It's not changing. Yeah.
See? The curse of being a Mac guy my whole life. I didn't know. Now I do, friends. Now I do. Hopefully you can hear Kit a little bit better now, Fellery. 3rd and 12. Lamar, deep shot, right side, end zone. Double coverage and knocked away from Grant. Delpit and Denzel Ward, and they'll hold him to a field goal attempt.
Yeah, no, applied. I think that's a fair assessment of it. I think the defense probably looks a lot more like they did in 2023, where they were, top 5, if not the best defense in the NFL. As we're going to keep fucking the kicker. That's gross.
Oh, brutal. We missed the kick too, but Delpit's going to rough him and free first down for the Ravens now up to the 22. Woof. A lot of mistakes in this game for the Browns. Stefanski will not be happy.
Yeah, I do think that the Browns are going to play a lot of low-scoring, at least defensively, they should have a lot of low-scoring games. Hold teams to, which makes it a lot more winnable for even an offense. I mean, we were in that Bengals game all the way to the bitter end. It came down to, ultimately, even with the 2 turnovers, came down to the kicker, which is, obviously you want your kicker to win the game for you. But either one of those kicks goes in, and potentially it's a great
DeAndre Hopkins on the catch there makes a nice move. First down at the 11 again. This drive courtesy of Grant Delpit roughing the kicker on a missed field goal. It's pretty funny, Sasha, based on his comments today. 7-10, Browns trail. We got 1 minute and 5 seconds. Baltimore uses their first time out. Linderbaum snaps it back. Henry, nope, RPO to the right side. Caught on a slant by Flowers. Good coverage by the Warden, give him just 5. And the clock keeps running.
I like him, gamers. I think he's got some spark, some potential. I mean, obviously he's got to develop more, but he's got some potential to be a contributor, and I like what he's done, at least so far.
Touchdown Ravens. Mark Andrews, noted Browns killer, over the middle, makes the catch and spins off a tackle into the end zone with about 15 seconds left.
Well, much like the turnovers leading to scores, the other thing you can't afford to do is turn field goals into touchdowns by roughing kickers and, effectively gifting them an additional 4 points.
Hoops kick is up and good. 17-7 here. Just about 20 seconds left in the game. Yeah, I mean, I think Isaiah Bond, obviously, this was a 5-star kid, Alabama, Texas. His pedigree's a little bit. Raider very fast, obviously. Just going to get up to spin. He played a lot of snaps. They only threw it to him the one time.
I think you'll see more of Isaiah Bond than you will of Gage Larvadan, or at least in the early goings of the season. We'll see how it develops, especially with injuries and stuff. But I think you'll see a lot more of Isaiah Bond because he fits a key role that the Browns want to be able to do that they don't really have anybody else for, in that he's that burner type that can take the end arounds, or can take, the quick hitters that, you hit him real fast and try to let his speed win, or, you take him on the cardio route, as they like to call it, where he's just running for the hills,
Yeah. Another sack by Matabike, starting to have his way, with Wyatt Teller and Ethan Posick there in the middle. Flacco on a 3rd and 6. Fired over the middle. Caught by Tillman. Wow, took a shot from Hamilton. They'll call their final timeout. This one's got to go to the end zone. They're going to give themselves a chance. You never know. Weird PI. Things could happen. Flacco against a 3-man rush. Got plenty of arm to get it to the end zone. That's where he'll throw it. Deep shot. End zone. Caught by somebody. Touchdown Browns! The Chief on a Hail Mary! Are you kidding me, to end the half? Oh, boy.
Well, that's what you're looking to do. You've got to love what Njoku does here, boxes out at the point of attack, plays the old 500 game beautifully, and just high points the ball and is able to come up with it. That's exactly what you're looking for. You're trying to get it into the end zone. Obviously, there's going to be a scrum down there, but certainly love seeing the points, with a little momentum going into halftime after those turnovers and the terrible special teams penalty. And still not as dirty of a game scoreline-wise as it could have been, keeping yourself very much in it with that one at 14-17.
Yeah, holy smokes. I don't remember the last time we've seen a completed Hail Mary in one of our sims. That is wild. Here as we're going to get...
Yeah, that was beautifully executed. I mean, if you go back and look at he sits there and boxes out. He's playing basketball in there, playing the center perfectly in there, and just like you're paying your big guys in tight end position to do in those kind of roles, their job is to do exactly that. Make sure that they're the guy with the best chance to get to the ball and high point it, so that it doesn't, so the defenders don't have a chance to get the tip away or the knock away to knock it down. If you can get that box out with the high point together where the ball drops in, I mean, there you have it. Perfect Hail Mary, well executed.
Indeed. 17-14, half number 2. Browns do get the second half kick after winning the toss and deferring, so they get to the double dip right side throw, and it's picked off a third time. Kyle Hamilton. I don't know. Oh boy. Malachi Sparks in the front of it. Looked like it was Kyle Hamilton who picked it off, though.
It's been a long time. Yeah, he did get his feet in.
Wow.
Done by Hamilton.
Jiminy Christmas. Well, Sasha, we used to see him occasionally, but...
Bad ball placement on that one. Not where you want to put the ball. Unfortunately ends up with the interception. A great play by Hamilton.
Well, it's going to be real tough to win games if you're turning the football over that much. Now, -3. And again, you want to go ahead and tack on the roughed field goal kicker. He missed the field goal, maybe because he got roughed. So that kind of feels like a turnover, an extra set of downs, if you will. And now you're really putting your defense against the wall here. Lamar to the right side, tipped away. Delpitz was facing the wrong direction. Otherwise, he picks it off. But it is 4th down, so they do force the punt.
Yeah, see, the view here doesn't suck.
No,
nice.
Gosh, that was awesome. Very nice. And this one's going to be out of bounds by Stout at the 7, and here come the Browns. Well, 2 of his 3 interceptions, the Browns defense has gone immediately 3 and out. The third one, they didn't have a chance because it was a pick 6. So good complimentary football so far for the defense. But now they're in the long field. Here comes Rocket Sanders. He'll try to go outside, and we know that's tough. To the 10. Tough to bring down this kid. He'll pick up 5 yards to the 12.
Yeah, nice little run he does create out of what looked like could have been a TFL, but was able to get the edge out there to the outside.
Quick slant to Tillman, who takes a shot but holds on to the football for a first down. My, oh my, did he get licked. And yes, Felgren, no points indeed. 13-11 and counting here, just starting half number 2. The pick immediately to a 3 and out, and now the Browns driving again. Fired right side, caught on a deep dig to Tillman again, his 5th catch. And that puts Flacco over 200 yards passing.
Yeah, you have to credit the defense in this one. I mean, obviously, you're covering the fact that you're currently -3 in the turnover margin, plus an ugly special teams penalty. So the other 2 phases really not holding up their ends of the bargain right now. Defense keeping this the way it looks right now at 14-17.
Second and 8. Yes, Alex pleading with you, Joe, not to throw another pick. Stretch it to the right side to Ford, and much like he looked on Sunday, just can't get past the line of scrimmage. Broderick Washington there. So he struggled to make the first man which is required, essentially, of NFL running backs to make the first man miss. 3rd and 9 now. Obvious passing situation. Flacco's been under some pressure, and again, not 1, not 2, but 3 interceptions in just 2 quarters of play here so far. He's got good time. It'll throw short of the sticks, and Njoku's momentum unfortunately takes him out of bounds, and Bajorquez and company check into the game. 17-14, Browns trailing by 3 here on Baltimore. Opening night for them. Of course, they lost him. Maybe even a, different kind of heartbreak, but a similar amount of heartbreak for the Ravens in that they were up 15 with 4 minutes to go, and somehow Josh Allen and the 41-year-old kicker who'd been on the couch beat them in Buffalo a week ago. Same but different as the Browns' 1-point loss. Nice tackle as they strung Henry wider and wider. Schlesinger out there, Newsome out there, and a loss of 1 for the King. It would be nice, yes, Sasha, to get a turnover as well. Try to even up these turnover wars, because we are vastly outplaying them if we don't count the 3 turnovers. Backfield stopped again! Devin Bush. I thought Devin Bush the whole defense had a great game, let's be honest, but I thought Devin Bush played really well, kind of showing back to what he can and was as that first-round pick so many years ago by the Steelers.
Yeah, he really has come into his own for Browns. That reclamation project that Andrew Berry absolutely loves, and when they hit in a big way. He's certainly been one of those shining examples of why AB goes out and gets those kind of guys.
Absolutely. High ceiling, low risk. The defense is monstrous, and that time Miles Harden was right there as Derrick Henry was not even ready to catch the screen pass yet. Stout punts it to the 42. The Browns will get good field position again, but there you can see Joe's day. That part of it looks great. The stat line that's missing is the 3 interceptions. Otherwise, he's been very good, and that's the reason that the Ravens, again, still have the lead, because one of their touchdowns belongs to his right arm. 9:44 in this 3rd quarter. Flacco dump it left side. Ford. And he almost breaks a tackle. Jair Alexander out there, the one who had that pick 6, again, coming over from the Packers as the Ravens are just going as all in as possible here to try to win one. Flacco now, he'll roll. Now he's going to take off. He's got a first down, and he'll fall forward at the 46. A little fleet feet from Flacco there. He did run once in the Bengals game too.
That's true.
He's certainly not the most athletic, but he's not unathletic. 6-yard gain again to Tillman. Flacco got hit, no flags. 8:27. We'll say that this part of it they've figured out. The Browns, they do want to do long, time-consuming drives. I will say that, and Flacco will be sacked again by Simpson.
Now, certainly what you're looking for there, we're pretty well ahead of the sticks on that drive up to that point, but now 3rd and 9, much harder to convert this style of offense.
3rd and 9, blitz coming again. This time they do not pick it up. Wiggins came in late from his nickel spot that time, and the Browns just didn't have somebody there, and he's got to find the hot receiver there, and unfortunately they'll go backwards, and that no man's land from midfield, they're going to have to be forced to punt again. Felt like he maybe did hold the ball a little too long that time, because there was about 3 different Ravens ready there. Hey, David, welcome in. Yeah, good timing on that one with the lack of blocking. Bajorquez left foots it into the Baltimore air, down at the 8. Get out of bounds. Nope, it's into the end zone.
Well, once again, turning to the defense, looking for them to put up a big stop here again. If they can get it figured out, that'd be great. But ideally, at this point, it may be catching up in the turnover margin. It's really going to make a difference.
It feels like we need to get 1 at least. 2nd and 6 here. That was a quick dump off to Zay Flowers for 4. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on sports. Derrick Henry left side. Watch out. Oh, sit out, Greg Newsome. Alex Wright will chase him down for the tackle, but Greg Newsome not going to want to see that highlight tomorrow.
Yeah. Maybe some shared from his fellow defensive back on the not hard tackles.
Right. We'll get 10 more that time. Just gashing the Browns up the middle. And I hope that we are not to the point of the game where we're going to be super exhausted. I wonder if we'll see my call this week. I'd like to see my call this week.
I would too. I'll say though, that is one lesson we certainly don't want to learn the hard way. The whole easy to tackle Derrick Henry.
Oh, sure. No, you don't want to. No, you don't. Another first down as they're just running the ball up the middle. Now Hill will try to go wide. He'll get the corner. 50 to the 45. Juke move at the 41. How about Myles Garrett chasing him all the way out? Justice Hill change of pace back to Derrick Henry, and now King Henry is in the zone as well, so why not? Make him even tougher to bring down. They'll give it to him to the right. Henry, first down, 25, 30, rather 30, and then the 25, and all the way up to the 16-yard line as he is starting to cook with a little bit of gas here.
Yeah, that's the problem with having your defense out there and having to rely on them this much. Eventually they're going to get tired, especially in the run game. Those gap fills get harder and harder as you get into the game. Get more and more movement up front from the O-line, able to push guys out of their spots. And unfortunately, with a defense like this that likes to attack upfield, with the run game starts going like this, it can be trouble.
Yep. Ronnie Hickman was on the backside of that one. Up the middle, Henry, touchdown. Oh, boy. And he'll hit the gritty just for fun. Ravens.
Well, and this is where you need your offense to step up and stay on the field. One of those long drives is exactly what the doctor orders here, especially if it ends in a touchdown. Again, this is where we were saying, we really need to find a way to force a turnover on defense, because it may take that to win this game with the -3 currently going.
Yep. Yep, it might. 7 plays, 80 yards. It felt like 6 of them were Derrick Henry right up the middle. All right, come on, Flacco. Let's wake up here, buddy. Don't be afraid to push the ball down the field. Yeah. They had 1 in the Bengal game in our sim. We got to keep the result of the sim because we lost. We lost by the same amount. All the other games got force outcomes to be the same so that the records are accurate. Up the middle now, Sampson. Fighting hard for yards. It's a 4-yard run. Teller getting spotlighted by the cameraman there. I was like, wait a minute, I don't see any flags. Flacco with an empty backfield. He'll point at somebody. Looks like it's the direction of Roquan Smith, who blitzes, by the way. And Flacco goes down again. Odafe Owe in there this time. And the Browns' offensive line now struggling with the pass rush. And it is starting to not go well. And if you hadn't thrown 3 interceptions, maybe it'd be a little bit closer than this, but now it's starting to tilt and slide in the favor of Baltimore. Here's a 3rd and long for the Browns. Trips to the right side, just a 3-man rush. Flacco will be hit again as he throws. Deep shot into double coverage. Almost picked off. Tillman had to come up and knock it away. Flacco wants a flag. He will not get one. Juan Jones just going to stand on his body. Nobody helps him up. And 4th and 13, punt coming. I don't know if it'll help, Alex, but we can try it on the next possession. I suppose. Appreciate everybody being here. Oh, one-handed catch for Bojorquez. Did you see that? It was crazy.
Yep. He's an all-star.
That was really weird looking. I thought he was going to run or something for a second.
He was the best player all last year.
Sure was. Right there. Sure was. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy. Nagy on Sports here. 2:14 to go. 3rd quarter. Again, appreciate all of our subscribers. If you hadn't had a chance, we'd appreciate that. We are the highest we've ever had. Picked up 5 new ones last week. If that was you, we do thank you very much. As Alex Wright gets in on the sack party for the Browns. Loss of 7 for Lamar. Also hit that thumbs up button as it helps to grow our sim audience. Several other places on YouTube where you can see these simulated games. We're the only one that's going to do it with live original commentary and interacting with you, the faithful fans, as we try to recreate reality as much as we can. Andrews to the right side, and he'll be shoved out of bounds. The 35-yard line, 3rd and 4 for the Ravens. Man, the Browns really need to get off the field.
So I will say, back to the Bengals.
Lamar, Mason Graham will take him down.
Pressure.
Sorry about that, kid. Go ahead.
Awesome Mason Graham. I will say one criticism I've seen a lot of, which I really don't understand, is a lot of folks down on the wide receiver room in the Bengals game, and outside of the drops, I will admit there were some drops. Probably they want back, and they'll start working on that stuff, and hopefully we'll clean it up. But you look at the wide receiver room, and if you look at it just as wide receivers, you're going to be misled a little bit to think that this team is going to be a 4 wide receiver look. They're not. They're going to have 2 primary wide receivers for the vast majority of their snaps because they're running a lot of tight ends, running a lot of heavy snaps intentionally, because that's your Kevin Stefanski offense likes the heavy with 2 tight end look. And we've got 3 guys in that game over 60 yards plus your second receiver at 50 yards, and if you do the math over the course of the season, that's all 3 of those guys. A tight end and a running back plus your number 1 receiver is another pick 6 zeros and go ugly for the Ravens. But that's on average, that's 1,000-yard season for all of those guys if they do that every week. Now, I'm not saying they're going to, but that's a good pace.
Well, coach mode didn't work. Sorry, everybody. Thought it was a good play call. Flacco now with 4 picks. I mean, at this point, we probably should just put Gabriel in.
The problem with Flacco at this point is he is, obviously, your Madden accounts for a certain amount of, throw a pick. You're more likely to throw another and get the 3 of them. And
that's
only
true.
Time it feels like we're going to hit a 4th.
Yeah, super nerfing here. Uh-oh, what's happening? Carter up the middle. We'll try to just put a backup quarterback in. It's not going to get any worse. Oh, there we go. Sorry, Flacco. 4 is where I draw my limit. And that's how many he had today. He's 78 overall versus 66. Probably not going to get any better, but at this point, it's not going to get any worse.
It's not just 4 picks. It's 4 picks with 2 pick sixes.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. All right. Wait a minute. I just put Dylan Gabriel in. What happened?
It's like, no.
Oh, there he is. I think maybe it was because the play had already quote-unquote started. There he is. Gabriel, first NFL throw. Wiggling, rolling, sacked. Can't make this stuff up.
Nope.
Yeah. That's right, Jim. Just get all the picks out during the sim. There was a time where Brown's sim loss was a good omen for the real thing. Gabriel fired across the middle. First down to the Chief to the 40. His first completion goes for a first down.
A good little confidence throw for number 8. Like seeing it.
Pressure up the middle. Sacked again. Antonio. Man. 3 different times Nnamdi Madubuike has been in there. And a second and long again. Pretty good. Oh, Flacco back in there. What the heck? Did Gabriel get hurt enough to get pulled? Now he's back. What is happening? Oh, this game sometimes. This game. 31-14 play action. Gabriel almost throws a pick because he got hit again by Madubuike. It's probably just the incredible internet connection at his luxury hotel in Aspen. Would be my guess. Because, yes, it sounds like he's cutting in and out a little bit to me, too. I'll blame the Wi-Fi.
Probably not great connection here.
And 4th down, Roquan Smith will get onto the sack party. 9 for the Ravens. And it has... Yeah, that's the actual quarterback carousel, George. Good to have you on, George. Turnover on downs, and this one is not going well. Hopefully it'll be better than this in real life. Jackson gives it to Henry. And Henry will be tackled nicely there by Schwechner. That puts him over 100 yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Now Lamar will take off really for the first time all day. He'll be hit by Devin Bush. Woo! Bush laid a lick on him. Lamar will stay in the game. Again, injuries are turned off so that we can replicate reality, but the wear and tear thing is on, and so guys will get nerfed. Their skills will get in-game nerfed for big hits like that. Lamar to the right side. Caught by Andrews. He'll be shoved out of bounds. Fellegren, you want to go to Shador already? The Shador people already calling for him? I don't care. We're not going to win at this point. So Henry up the middle. Nice tackle there. 3rd and 6.
Yeah, the problem is the Browns aren't going to do that. They're not putting Shador in a game like this, no matter how bad it gets.
No, it would be Gabriel, yeah. Lamar, 10. Pushed out of bounds, or not out of bounds, but towards the sideline. Nice tackle, 4th and 2 by Ronnie Hickman. Bailey Zappi is not on the roster. And Madden, for whatever reason, because clearly in the real NFL you can do this, but in Madden you can't have anybody on your practice squad that's older than a 2-year player. So people like Bailey Zappi, who I think is in his 3rd year, you have to either cut him or have him on your active roster. You can't put him on the practice squad, which sort of stinks because that's not how it works in real life. So there is no Bailey Zappi on the Browns anywhere. He sits at the bottom of the free agent pile. All right, Dylan, show us a little something here. 9:51, down by 20. Nope, Flacco's in the game again. Didn't Dylan Gabriel just run out onto the field? Am I blind? What is happening?
Oh, no.
Now Gabriel's back in. It's like there's like formation subs for the quarterback. Here's a throw to the Chief to the 30, which I promise you I didn't.
Really funny.
Yeah. You can run shotgun twins Y, and you can run shotgun twins not Y. Incomplete. Jair Alexander in coverage. Browns probably go for this again. 4th and 3.
Yeah, a scoreline like this, time of the game, you kind of have to, but not where you want to be.
Wiggly shot, incomplete, but I think we're going to get a penalty in some capacity on the Ravens. And he points the right way. Wow. Jair Alexander, give us 17 free yards in the drive. Stays alive. Hey, DB, welcome in. Oh, gosh, the sim was as painful as the real game. You're right. Hopefully this game will not be as painful as this one. That's now double-digit sacks for the Ravens, who are just teeing off on our offensive line, mostly from the inside.
Yeah, the real challenge is that we've seen it on tape, Karen, is that Shador's not ready. He's got to develop. He's got some bad habits right now. He's really shifty in the pocket and flighty, and he likes to drop backwards. Actually, a lot like Madden quarterbacks, like we're famous for complaining about how they run backwards, like you really shouldn't climb the pocket, not run backwards. Well, Sanders actually does that, and you see how problematic that is when he takes 5 sacks. You know, it's not that he doesn't have talent. It's not that he can't be good. I think he can. He's got development to do. It's going to take some time. He's got to get some time in the system. Got to get his some time with the coach's hands on him, getting going to look at film, figure out what he needs to. Set his feet more consistently in the pocket, get his mechanics together, get his rhythm going for this style of offense, and it's an adjustment. I mean, it's a big step up from Colorado to go to the NFL. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast, and they're not. I mean, it's not like if you've got a Brian Hartline
Balls out.
quarterback.
Right.
As wide receivers are taught at Ohio State, right? Like it's not that kind of a deal,
right.
Really anywhere. But so it's hard, especially at the quarterback position. And so a lot of guys come out with needing some polish and some cleaning up sometimes. And there's very few that come out ready and polished. And that's actually one of the advantages Gabriel has. He's a lot more polished coming out of the product than Sanders was, and a lot of that is just the bulk of snaps that Gabriel's had in his career as opposed to at that level as opposed to Sanders.
Yes, sirree. Ravens continuing to run this clock out. I'd like to say if the Browns lose, it's not going to be by 20 plus. I think we can keep it closer. But again, turnovers are the great equalizer, or in this game, unequalizer. And the Browns have had far too many of them, much like they did in that Bengal game. Again, I know 2 only officially, but I call the Jerry Jeudy drop 4th down a turnover as well. Lamar to the 10, to the 5. Oh, gosh, forearm shiver at the goal line, but he gets up. 1st and goal. I hope so, DB. I hope the game will be competitive for sure.
I think they will be. I think this is going to be a competitive, scrappy team. At the end of the day, they're going to fight for it. They may not win enough to get to the playoffs this year, but they certainly have the potential to do it, and that's because I think they are going to be scrappy. I think they're going to have a no-quit attitude and get out there and get after some teams, and especially help that you've got a defense that's going to keep you in games a lot longer than certainly last year, and that's a big deal.
Yeah. Lamar will keep and run right into Malik Collins. Mason Graham there as well. They've gone backwards here as the goal line defense gets stiff. That's right.
Yeah, I'm a little pissed that Baltimore has the audacity to celebrate that.
Lamar into the end zone. Nobody on that side of the field. Touchdown, the Ravens. Hey, Bo, welcome in. Hey, Alan, welcome in. Appreciate you being on. Sorry it's not going our way. Unless you're a Ravens fan, in which case it's definitely going your way.
Oh, George, that's a great goal. I love it. The Browns game.
I remember.
Felt like we had the field in the end. Lamar runs to the locker room, running to the bathroom, runs right back out.
He's cramping, but everybody who's seen that view before, that dude had to poop, and he had to poop now.
Yep.
Well, Dylan Gabriel's in the game. That should tell you all you need to know, Bo and Allen just checking in. Flacco's thrown 4 picks, 2 of them pick sixes. And the quarterbacks have been sacked about 132 times. That would be great, Fellegren. A win would be great. 2nd and 4 here. So we decided to go with Dylan Gabriel. Hey, Marlo, welcome in, man. It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Gabriel in trouble. Throw late again to the right side. Caught by Jerry Jeudy and thrown out of bounds. The 47-yard line. It does stop the clock at 2:11. Then all Ravens today. And again, Browns really played well for about 2.5 quarters, but just too many turnovers to overcome in this one. Courtesy of Joseph Flacco. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. Browns pressing for one more morale-building touchdown here. 41-14. Or 14-41, I suppose, as it looks on our screen. Okay, so you saw that it was horrific. Flacco back in there. Well, I'm still not sure why he's in there. Oh, hospital ball to Jerry Jeudy. And now Dylan Gabriel right back. That's so weird. 3rd and inches. Gabriel back to pass against a 3-man rush. He'll go right side into traffic, tipped and almost intercepted. Marlon Humphrey. Yes, Flacco with 4 picks and 2 pick sixes. Bo is not wrong. That's basically all you need to know about this game. And another play where we made them miss a field goal but roughed the kicker. Isaiah Bond spin around about 3 different times for the first down. Gabriel's been fine, just dumping it off. Jamari Thrash sighting. He'll pick up 11 and a first down. Of course, it's just way too little and way too late at this point. Guys, we do appreciate you being on again. Kit and I really appreciate it. Thanks so much to all of our subscribers. Got a minute to go. I know not everybody stays for the stats, but we'll catch you on the next one. Again, as I mentioned yesterday on the Ohio State Sim, so many people are watching the videos now, which is awesome. I'm going to do them a day early, so we'll do Ohio State Sims on like Wednesdays and Brown Sims on like Thursdays so that we can have a couple more days to watch them before the real thing. Into the end zone and incomplete. So hope you are enjoying them and sharing them with your other Browns friends, buddies. Maybe not this one, but we'll win a sim again this year, I promise. Just not going to be today. Flacco back in there once again. Kit, I know you missed the first quarter, but you want to go and wrap this thing up with 50 seconds to go.
Well, it just, 4 picks, 2 pick sixes. What more do you need to say? You got the defense out in a bad spot. They got tired. started getting Derrick Henry going. As soon as that happened, it was all downhill from there, and the score reflects it. I mean, it's certainly not the game you wanted to see. The interceptions were ugly, especially bad that there were pick sixes, giving free points over to Baltimore. And unfortunately, it's the same disaster that raised its ugly head in the playoffs back in 23 from Flacco, and that's a killer. I mean, you can't do that at the NFL level and expect to win.
Sure was. Not sure why Flacco got subbed back in there as well, but that was a really good throw and catch for Harold Fannin. Touchdown in the end zone. 21-41 now. Browns with 11 plays, 65-yard drive, the touchdown pass to Harold Fannin. Man, how good was Fannin last week? Very excited about this kid.
Oh, yeah. He's looking great.
I mean, he's
one of those guys over 50 yards. I mean, again, that's a if he manages that every week, he's over 1,000 yards.
The loss stinks. The way they lost really sucks, but gosh, there were so many positives from that game as well.
There were. I mean, there was
Cincinnati.
lots of hope for the future in that game.
Yeah.
I think it makes you feel good about your team. Maybe not for this season directly, but certainly next season. I think already by next season you should already be in a spot that you feel very good about how competitive your team can be with some of the young pieces they've got in place. And if you have another draft like you had this, I mean, I think we've already can tell this has been an incredible draft class for Andrew Berry and the Browns. Your top four guys, five guys really. Four is still, we'll see what he is. But all four of those guys are looking great. And then you got a bunch of talent in undrafted guys. I mean, they're looking good, and potentially, if Gabriel pans out, you've got a guy that you that at a minimum is a solid backup for you. Potentially can give you some starter reps if you need it. And then, especially if you start to develop him enough where you can raise that ceiling somewhat, you've got a lot going, and who knows, maybe Sanders pans out, and if that's the case, that ceiling is pretty high as well.
Yep.
And gives you a lot of hope for the future as well. So I think the Bengals game, if nothing else, should give you hope. Maybe not as much this season, although I think we should still see some good things this season, but definitely for the future.
No, absolutely. All right, let's take a quick look at some stats. 16-23, just 111 and a touchdown for Lamar Jackson. Again, this was not about the Ravens' offense, as much as it was the Browns' ineptitude on offense. 23 for 109 and a touchdown. He had 55 yards after contact, 12 broken tackles. Now in his 9th season out of Alabama. Just a freak of nature, Derrick Henry. 7 for 44 and a touchdown as well for Lamar. 4 carries, 5 yards. 7 catches, 47 for Mark Andrews. He had the singular touchdown. 3 for Zay Flowers, 2 for Henry, just 1 for Hopkins, likely Bateman, and Hill. So the defensive, again, the Browns played really well for a lot of this game, and then it was just too much to overcome 2 pick sixes. 16 tackles for Nate Wiggins, 13 for Simpson, and 11 for Roquan Smith. These sack numbers are gross. 3 for Madubuike, 2.5 for Owe, 1.5 for Simpson, Broderick Washington, Van Noy, Wiggins, Roquan Smith. 2 picks for Kyle Hamilton, 1 for Marlon Humphrey, 1 for Jair Alexander. Both of those guys had the pick sixes in this one. For the Browns, Joe Flacco today, 24 of 33 for 252, 3 touchdowns. Let's just stop it right there. Oh, we can't. 4 interceptions. Woof. Dylan Gabriel did come in at the end of the game, 8 for 14, 72 yards for him. But you know what? He didn't turn the football over, so there's that. Sampson today, 9 for 38, a little better run blocking today for the Browns. Rocket Sanders, 5 for 31. Ford had 4 for 15, so all of them were better than the Browns' average last week, was just barely 2 yards a carry. Flacco had the 7-yard scramble. Chief had 9 catches for 97 yards and a touchdown. Tillman 7 for 90 as well. Judy 5 for 61, including that I guess it was Chief that had that 46-yard Hail Mary. 5 for 61, a touchdown for Judy. Isaiah Bond 4 catches, 3 for Ford, 2 for Sampson, just 1 for Fannin, but it got in the end zone. We need to see more of him if possible. I'll try to keep putting more 2 tight end formations into the playbook. Schlesinger, no surprise, leading tackler. This kid is a stud. 15 tackles for him, 12 for Devin Bush, 11 for Greg Newsome. Sacks today, 1.5 for Mason Graham. Let's go, Mace. 1 for Wright, 1 for McGuire, 1 for Miles, and a half sack for Collins. So all from your D-line and a little helper from Diabate as well. No turnovers. They did force 1 fumble, but were not able to recover it. So when you're -4 in the turnover battle, you are not going to win many football games ever. And this certainly was not the case tonight with a 41-21 victory for the Ravens. Guys, again, we really appreciate our subscribers. Thank you so much for being here with us. There's the rest of the look at what week 1 will bring us. And again, we look forward to talking to you about it again. Again, hardcore fans, you want to join us on the Discord channel, that would be great. Use the invite link in the description of this or any of our other videos, and we will connect with you and chat, let you know when we're going to sim and do a Browns in-game chat as well. So enjoy the rest of your week. May try to do a Guardians sim tomorrow if we can. They came back and won. A little walk-off winner today. So they're staying in the hunt, just about 2 games out of the wild card right now. So guys, appreciate you being on. For Kit out in Aspen tonight, Phil here in Central Ohio, we are Nagy on Sports. And yeah, Kit, anything else before we go?
That's all I got.
Sounds good. All right, guys, have a great one. Take care of yourselves. Today we'll say go Ravens. Thanks for stealing our team 30 years ago. And as always, go Browns.
Brown.